Hey yo, let's go. You know what it is. It's another week of the Smoke and Mare Show. I'm Michael Rennie. With me as always, the lovely Mary. Coming off a big week. How you doing, Mary?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing? It was just Belmont Stage this week. I have my Belmont Stage shirt on and everything, and
Love
just
it.
just riding the wave of that. That was such a fun day of racing.
Right? It was good stuff. And I'm going to take a quick cheers to that. Safe trips. Congratulations on Modonico on getting that dub. Cheers.
I have my water, so I'll check.
Woo! That's all good. Hydrate out there. It's hot in the east. Hey,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
right? So, hey, today on the show, we're going to go a little bit of the Ask It, go over the Belmont. We got some picks of the day. We got an interview with some of the backstretch with Kylie Wellington. Awesome morning rider. And yeah, course of the day. So let's get right into it. Let's start with the Ask It. The Golden Pal versus Nature's Strip supposedly was supposed to be the dual Australia versus USA. But right when the gate opened, it went up in smoke, and Ortiz and Golden Pal had some issues stuck in the gate. Mary, that's too bad for that. Nature's Strip gets the win for that race there for the that grade one win. Did you? That's too bad for Golden Pal start, huh?
Right, it definitely is, but you know, he's a really good horse. Like
Oh yeah,
that's something to keep in mind
for
that
sure.
he's still a really good horse. He was up against some crazy stuff and on top of which Irad, for example, he is primarily riding in North America and
Yeah,
there are different rules over in
yeah.
Europe. There's different things to get adjusted to. So I don't know if you'll see him back at Royal Ascot again, but at
Interesting.
the
Yeah,
same
we'll
time,
see.
it was probably an experience that he'll have and take with him. And I'm
Yeah,
really there was someone on Twitter who said something along the lines of, I'm really hoping all bettors remember is that Golden Pal was terrible, did not perform well at all in his last start. And when he comes to the state, have him go off at higher odds and he's gonna
exactly.
another
He'll get back down and win again.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're just hoping we get a better price on him.
Exactly, right? So it's not the worst. The horse was definitely saved. Interesting what I heard this morning from TVG when they're talking, the host there, the jockeys next to Ortiz apologized to Irad for something. So they knew something was up, maybe didn't say something to him. Maybe they saw like he was going to have a bad start and didn't chime in. So it's interesting. They tell him after the race, of course, which I don't understand. It's a competition, so it is what it is. But yeah, too bad for Golden Pal. The Ascot races have been great. As of this morning, I don't know if it finished the day of that. They said a different trainer has won every race so far. So that's good for all the connections involved. Everyone's getting paid a little bit. But let's transition to America. We're coming off the Belmont Stakes. Mary called it. Nice call there with Modonico. What a race, huh?
Thank you. And yes, he made the most sense to me. I couldn't imagine a situation where he didn't win. It
And
just seemed like he was that deep closer that we were looking for, and
yeah,
he proved himself. And Nestor and huge.
Yeah, and I love Nest. I gave Nest out on some of my Saturday shows before. Then I gave her out again, and she lost to Secret Oath. But then she goes, what a race! She stumbled at the beginning, comes back, ran a great race. Nest is what a girl. Love that horse for sure. At least I had the underneath. Did not have the winner, but I did say Nest. Skippy Lawn Stocking would hopefully run second. Nest did. Skippy Lawn Stocking ran third. We the People to me was a terrible favorite. I wouldn't have bet anyone's money on that horse. If they would have gave it to me, I would have put it on a different horse. This new We the People wasn't going to last. I knew there'd be a little more pace like they're one, and it's set up for Modonico. Got the trip, but they were all pretty close to it. No one came from really far away to win. Modonico ended up getting next to Nest there, and then set it up for that one run. And once they got to that point, the connections probably knew that they were going to get it done, just because it's the best horse, like you said, and it beat him pretty well. Beat him in hand.
Yeah, for sure. It was a pretty good victory for Donegal Racing and Rapoli stables, and Mike Rapoli had co-ownership of both Mo Donegal and Ness, so he came
Yeah.
1-2 in the Belmont Stakes as the champion. So
Right? Isn't that cool?
it's wild.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's difficult to win these type of races. Belmont's difficult to win on in general. So congratulations on those connections.
The track is huge. It's a
It's
gigantic track,
massive.
and we
Oh,
were. I was at Belmont Stakes, and
that's
we
awesome.
were. It was interesting with the weather, because the weather for some time was forecasted to have some rain. There
Yeah.
wasn't rain, but there was a little bit of rain, and it got a little cold, and then it got warm. So I think that definitely has an effect on the horses.
Yeah, for sure. I bet that they would probably like one either knowing it's cold the whole for a week straight rather than the back and forth or more. Either way, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For sure. That's a good experience. Was that your first Belmont Stakes?
That is my first Belmont Stakes. That's my first
Awesome.
Crown race. It was a really good day, because
That's good stuff.
it wasn't too hot. It got a little cold, but I had a jacket, so it was fine. And
So you were good.
and Belmont, I'd never been to Belmont like in general, and their backyard has AstroTurf and everything, so it's not like dirt that they have to maintain and grass.
Oh, that's cool.
So there were people like laying out, like literally just laying out,
It's chilling.
and looking at a big screen, and it was so funny that there was a table of people that were sitting like back where my mother and I were standing to watch. I'm losing the name of the race, but the Tristram Malathot Clariere came out on top.
Yeah.
Ogden Phillips, and the people that were next to us probably went all in on the Trustra, and I'm telling my mom, I don't think she has a shot to win this. Like, what are the competition is, like, it doesn't make sense. And they were just shocked, like hands on their head.
Yeah. Oh, agony of defeat.
But Clariere ran huge there.
Yeah.
And I drilled in Malathot like I said I would, and actually didn't go in my favor, but at the same time,
it was a good value for sure.
For sure.
Ran a big race too. Well, that's good. Good experience. Love hearing people's first Belmont experience and triple stakes. It's a great experience. I'll hopefully get to mine next year, one of them, but I'm going to be in Toga here coming in hot. So can't wait for that. You'll see me at Toga. We're rolling. I'm getting random messages. People are ready to see me there. So let's make it happen. And it'll be some good stuff. So keeping that Belmont theme, we have some plays for today at Belmont Park. We are getting these homes. This early pick 4 is what I lean to, and we're going to start out with this. Here we go. We have the early pick 4 at Belmont today. Here we go. We're going to start off with Red Revolution, the 2-horse as our single. It goes up in class, and it faced the second place horse, one next time out. Love that. So we're going to single the 2 to get busy here, and then go with the 2-5-7, little BCC horses, and then just spread it in the very difficult maiden mile and 16th on the turf race 4 at Belmont. Get your popcorn ready for that race. So we went Priceland. And then in order to end it with 3 horses, the 2-5-7, little BBC type of level horses, and see if we get this W, a little $27 play. I feel like if we can get this single home, and the 2's 5-2, but there's a lot of other horses that will probably be close to co-favorites, so I don't think the 2 will go off as a favorite. Maybe get 3-1 on this 2. It's going up on class. I think it's just going to get it done, though. So let's get this single home and open it up. What do you think, Mary?
I'm liking it. I'm hoping we get it home.
Right? Let's do it. Good vibes, good energy. Hit a couple tickets this week already, so let's keep the vibes going. All right, Mary, what do you got for us?
And hitting tickets and competitions and stuff. Tony Zhao, you saw at the Belmont Stakes, won the Belmont Stakes tournament. What do they call it? Do they call it a tournament or?
Yeah, it's a tournament. Yeah, it's the Naira runs that one.
That was incredible. incredible.
Yeah. He's I've followed him for since I've been on Twitter. 2014, I joined. I think he was one of my first follows when I found out kind of who he was and what he's about. The guy's absolutely ridiculous on spotting his odds and situations, numbers. The guy's in another planet for sure. It's good stuff.
And it's just, I read this article in Horse Racing Nation where Kevin Kilroy did a profile piece on Tony, and it's worth a read for anyone watching. Definitely go check it out. I read it last night when I couldn't sleep, and I'm like, just an interesting person and great.
Yeah.
So
definitely, no, he's something else. Definitely, anytime Tony's giving you the time of day, like you said, read up on it for sure.
So going over to my pit 3, typically I usually do pit 3 starting in the first race.
Yeah.
If anyone opens their daily race form to race 1 at Belmont on Thursday the 16th, you will see that is one of the toughest races that I've seen in like a first race.
Right.
I don't even know if it's a maiden. I don't even know. But I just started going through it, and I'm like, I'd have to spread so far, and I don't even know if I get the value that I want.
Yeah, so, that's a good thing there. You don't have to play every race. Look for your spots, find out where your opportunity works. Like you said, you pass on it, nothing wrong with that. Now you found your spot.
Right.
It's a late pick 3, which we all like. We still need to get something. The day ain't going right. Still got to fire late in the day.
I like my pick 3s because I can typically keep them low cost. Have I been hitting? No, but I've been getting 2 out of 3 legs.
Yeah, right.
Missing that little piece, and it irks me a little bit. But nonetheless, this is I feel like this is going to be most cost effective in getting something home and creating value off of that. It's, some people bet big to win big, and I understand that too. But when it comes to these horizontals, I like to keep the cost as low as possible to maximize my profits.
Exactly.
With that being said, I have 2 picks in the 7th race, 2 picks in the 9th race, and a single in the 8th. And I really like the 8 in race 7. That's a horse called Amount, and he's going to be piloted by Luis Saez. He's going to try for a 4 win streak, 4-race win streak.
I like that.
It's maybe a little bit upper in class.
That's good. I like that going up.
I like the horse. I like the horse a lot. And also the 1 in race 7 will also include a coupled entry. And if I were to choose either the 1 or 1A, I feel like the 1 is the more likely winner.
Okay. Good stuff. I like that. Great ticket. That's hitting. We're getting both of these. Early pick 4 and the late pick 3. Why not? Until it doesn't hit, it's hitting. And we know how the gamblers think.
We're really hoping for it. So
it's good stuff. It's always fun though. It's good that you got to the track too and stuff. So yeah, let's get into our interview now. It was amazing. Kylie Wellington joining us right now here, and let's pull that up. Get some insight from the backstretch, and here it comes. Back with me today. We're getting a little bit into the backstretch area. We have Kylie Wellington, morning rider specialist, right now helping out with the Cassie barn, located out east, going out to Saratoga soon. How are you doing, Kylie?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're great.
Great having you here. I think is Kylie our first female on?
Yes, it is.
You're an honorary first female on the show. So we love the girl power here.
I'm happy to be here.
That's good stuff. And you're coming off a pretty exciting weekend for yourself. You're with Belmont. You had 2 grade 1 horses you were working with. How did that go for you for the Belmont there? How was that experience?
It was absolutely life-changing. I know we were long shots going into both those races. I knew Papa Cap I knew Jack Christopher going into it was gonna be hard to beat, but Papa Cap ran his heart out and ran really well. And then Golden Glider, obviously, like we knew we were the very long shot, but he tried, and it was a good experience.
Yeah, and like sometimes where they're at, but hey, you never know. Like you said, Papa Cap, first of all, was going against the winner. The winner was, lights out. That's a great second for Papa Cap. How exciting for the connections were they for that second place? They must have been pretty pumped up, right?
Yeah, it was great.
Did you kind of know, like you were getting them prepped up? Could you feel maybe something big out of it, maybe?
Like Papa Cap?
Yeah, Papa Cap.
So I breezed him the week before, and if you look up his works, it was a fast breeze.
Yeah.
And it was good. It was cool to be able to ride a horse that had that much power hitting the stretch like that. I knew he was gonna run big.
That's sweet. That is it looks like they don't mind putting you on the fast horses, because Golden Glider definitely doesn't, that has some speed behind her, bound to coming home also. I remember when she broke her maiden, or he broke her maiden, excuse me, and it was just I was kind of knew it was gonna had a lot in front of it, but obviously kind of peaked and just ran into some better horses, but still an amazing horse, Golden Glider he is. So that's good stuff. And I actually got a little clip of you riding Golden Glider here. Let's just pop this in real quick here. Why don't you tell us about this, how this went for you? When did you how you felt riding the horse here?
I was very nervous. It was funny because I'd been galloping that horse for, I think, 5 weeks at the time.
Yeah.
And it changed as soon as we put that Belmont Sting saddle towel on. I knew everyone was going to be watching us. And I don't know, all of a sudden I was just like, oh my God, I really can't get ran off with right now. But he's an amazing horse. He would never do that.
Yeah. That's good stuff. Look at that. That's just a good experience, and they're, like you said, did the announcement for you, and you had someone commentating and all that. So that's always pretty cool.
Now, I guess if we're stepping back in time for a little bit, getting your background, how you got involved in horses, what it means to you, and what your goals are for the future in racing.
So my dad was a jockey for most of my life growing up in Prairie Meadows, Canterbury, the Midwest over there. And he rode quarter horses mostly, but between the quarter horses and thoroughbreds and Arabians, he has just under 1,000 wins, but he did pretty well out there. Wow. But growing up watching him, I was always like, I want to do that. Like, I want to be just like him. And I started galloping a couple of years ago. I had to move, when I was 18, I moved to Kentucky to do that. And it's been tough. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but I feel like I've finally gotten to where I want to be. For right now. I'm still wanting to.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like that. You're on the right pace. You're working with the right people, surrounding yourself. And like you said, you probably, on your own, grinding it out, early mornings, I'm guessing. It has to. So kind of how that works. What's the morning routine? What time are you usually up and at them on the horses they have you?
I try to get to the barn just after 5. I set my tack. We'll get the first set out around 5:50. The track opens at 5:30, but it's usually really busy. So we like to let that first wave go and then go out there when it's a little bit quieter.
That's great.
And we usually get about 7 or 8 sets a morning. It's pretty easy for a galloping job.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of that of the morning routine, you think?
Breezing.
Yeah.
I always get excited when I go in there and I see a breeze on my set list.
Yeah. It's like, here we go. And sometimes they let you know kind of what the level of what it's going to be kind of going into it. Like we're going, or this is a, gallop type thing, obviously.
Yeah. For the breezes, I've gotten to where they trust me enough. They can just give me a time, and we use radios and stuff. So they're telling me every step of the way, but, they just tell me what time, and I do my best to get there.
That's great. That's good stuff. Good and good experience on just kind of filling the horse out when they hit that kind of knowing the go, to get that one kind of boost in a way to get that out of them. That's awesome. So it's tough I'm guessing the backstretch must be, like you said, a grind with competition. People want to do what you do. Obviously, it's to get on that. Do you feel like, what maybe gives you an upper hand against others? What you have a good, what do you think? It sounds like you can handle the grade 1 horses. So yeah, what do you think gives you kind of an upper hand against others, maybe, to get you on?
I work really hard to be here.
Yeah.
A lot of people who have known me from galloping, even just a few months ago, you'd think, oh my God, how is this girl riding horses that are running in like grade 1s and stuff? Like,
Yeah.
I've had a lot of confidence issues, but I've been really lucky to work for some very good people who have helped me get here.
Great.
And I don't think it's anything me personally, it's just who I've surrounded myself with. They're the people who have made me this good, I guess.
Yeah, good.
And going back to your family, what you were saying, has your family been pretty supportive of this journey that you're taking, going through the horse racing industry?
I try, but my mom, she watched my dad get hurt over and over again in the races. And my dad, he did his best to kind of keep me away from it. That's why I had to leave to start galloping, because my dad wasn't going to let that happen. And I still call him. Yeah, I still call him every once in a while, and I'll ask him for advice. Like, I'm having trouble with gate work, and he tells me. But yeah, they try, but
yeah, you got to go with the heart wants. You know, you got to do what the heart wants to do.
Yeah,
because you see this with Robbie Davis. I always think of, whenever I think of family and racing, I think of Robbie Davis and all the Davis kids. You have Katie, Jeff, and Dylan. And my mother has been watching racing forever, and she's always like, Robbie Davis never wanted Dylan to be a jockey. That was like his fear in life, and all of his kids ended up being jockeys and damn good at it. So you know,
it's in the blood. In the blood, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're destined for such great things, Riley. So
yeah, I'm excited to see where you go. It looks like you're stopping in at Saratoga coming up, right?
Yep, just a few more weeks.
Sweet. Well, that's great. We will be looking for you at Saratoga. We appreciate you taking the time to come on, answer these questions, give us some insight of how the morning works, the preparation of that. And you've been great again. And thanks for being our first female also on the show also. And safe trips and everything. And best of luck to you.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Great meeting you, Kylie.
It was great meeting you guys.
How cool was that? What a great interview. Good insight, right?
Wonderful interview. And like we said, our first female on the show, which I think is always inspiring to girls.
Yeah.
You know? Just being there, that presence of being there, and that, you know, drive and tenacity that she displays is inspiring. So.
Yeah, she's going for it. I like that. Anyone going for something that their heart's taking up to, you know, doing, I love it. You know, it's all what it's all about. And yeah, I think big things are coming. We might be seeing her as an apprentice in no time. Would be my guess. And on kind of with that, with our horse of the week, Kylie gave us a little picture she let us use. What do we got here, Mary?
So this is her with Papa Cap going out, and it looks like they're going maybe into the paddock or leaving onto the course, but all saddled up. Obviously, they're going onto the course. I'm stupid. I'm looking at the GP out there.
Yeah. No, I got what you were saying. But yeah, you could tell like all business, like, and they kind of knew a big race might be coming, and it ran a huge second place. Jack Christopher's just a freak. But what a race for Papa Cap, and what a great picture. What a horse of the week pick for us. I like that.
Thanks for submitting that.
Right? It's some good stuff. And I just like that. You know, keep sending it in to guys, and you know, keep putting them up. It's good stuff. It's all about love, good energy. We all love the animals. We all, you know, if you're into horse racing, you love horses. You know, it's just if you're this far into it, and that's what we try to do. Get the younger group flowing through, and get the love for horses out there. And then on that note, speaking of love, my play of the day, Friday, Monmouth Park. You know who it is. Jairo Rendon on a Pletcher 2-year-old. Munnings Gold. Friday, race 3. And the best thing about this race, is Paco will be on the favorite. So to be Rendon versus Paco, to be the two favorites. I'm guessing maybe 5-2. I'm probably 5-2, 2-1 on Munnings Gold. But I love to see that Rendon's obviously doing his thing. If Todd Pletcher's going to give him a horse, 2-year-old has a 412 Tomlinson rating. Love that. And you can see the natural progression here. Ran 38, 37, and then 49, 48, 48. So I like the works. Not too many and not too few of workouts for Munnings Gold here. And you can't beat the connection. The Spice Town has been winning. If you look around who's been winning 2-year-olds, Spice Town's produced a good amount of them for sure. So let's get this best bet home. These are the only things I've been giving out for winners on the show. At least these been hitting, at least rather than the tickets. So what do you think, Mary? We got this 2-year-old here, female.
And as you were saying, it's sired by Munnings out of Spitestown, but Munnings is, as we were saying before, I mean, that's Jack Christopher's sire. So
I'll tell you, could be a beast. And Rendon gets a shot there. So let's see if we can get that home there. So what do you think? No, looking good though, Mary. Pretty good horse. Look, she's looking solid.
Oh, for sure. And I think those horses out of Munnings look beautiful. I think
they've all turned out. They've all been doing great. So
but even physically, just looking at them physically,
right?
They also have like that very definitive blaze on their face, just like he did. So I love to see what horses like physically look like. Especially on the horse.
That's good stuff, and hopefully we get some good things and safe trips and a win. Hey, that's it for another week of the Smokin' Mare Show. Appreciate you guys stopping by and all the love you guys been giving us. We feed off it. So we got some new logos in the works. Stuff's cooking. Be out for it. Be looking. It's gonna be good stuff. So we're just getting better. Appreciate everything. Once again, I'm Mike Rennie. As always, the lovely Mary. And let's all have a great weekend and safe trips for everyone. Peace.
Woohoo.